Hunter Curry, and today I would like to tell you a little bit about myself. First off, I'd like to start off with a quote from Sidney Busby. It goes, "I'd say that I'm a very friendly, outgoing, happy person who just wants to make the people around me happy." Let's go ahead and get the sources out of the way. I used friendly quotes, way to be outgoing, and why we love sports. My sources for those are brainyquotes.com, huffingtonpost.com, and bleacherreport.com. My first main point would have to be sports. I love sports. Growing up, sports were what I did, the way I coped with things. I made all my friends through sports. You know, the majority of kids I knew played sports, and that's how we grew up. All throughout my life, sports helped me make bonds. They're like a second family. And for a lot of kids growing up, sports was a way of life, and it was also, a way to make friends. It was not just a pastime, but something they loved to do. For a lot of kids' childhood, the parents helped them to play sports. There are 41 million kids in the United States who play youth sports. I got that off of CNN.com. Sports, definition of sports, is an athletic activity requiring skill or physical activity. I got that from the dictionary.com. My second thing I'd like to tell you guys about me is living in a small town. Growing up in a small town is a lot better than a lot of people think. The pace to living in a small town is a lot slower than a city. So, you get to know everybody, you know your neighbors, you know your teachers. And for me, growing up playing sports, everybody came to the football games. Everybody was there in one place. It was great to have everybody there. It's what people did. Friday nights, that's what we did. Growing up in a small town, you know your friends since you were a baby. Practically grown up with them your whole life. That's just how everything goes in a small town. My views on being an outgoing person, I like being an outgoing person. I like making friends. I love having a good time. I don't like making things awkward, so I love making friends. Wherever I go, I know somebody. I love having friends. By allowing yourself to be open and being a happy person, you'll then be able to make many friends. Got that off of santabonta.com. I love who I am and where I come from. I wouldn't change it for the world. I love being an outgoing person. I love how I grew up. I love where I grew up. I love that I have friends here and I have friends back home. I love that I grew up playing sports because it taught me how to be disciplined and it taught me how to be a coachable student. And not only that, but I also love growing up where I grew up because you could do some things and get away with them that you couldn't in the big city. Me and my friends, we could run around, have a good time, and the discipline wasn't as bad as you would expect it. Also, these help my three main points about growing up through the sports. They help me make many friends. Even though there are less people in a small town, there were plenty for me. That goes along with me being happy where I grew up and where I lived. I'm happy that I'm the way I am because I wasn't very outgoing. I'd have no friends. If you're not outgoing, obviously you're not going to make any friends. But that's just who you are. And also, I'd like to finish up with no matter who you are who you are. Don't let no one tell you who you can and cannot be. You can grow up being whoever you want and whatever you want to be. Whether you're outgoing or not, whether you play sports or not, whether you make many friends or not, you are who you are, and it's your life.